Hello everyone. This is Mansi from the Department of CACEI from Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering. So today's topic is Introduction to JavaScript. So in this video, we'll cover the topics of what is scripting language, what is JavaScript, and why we use JavaScript. What are the common uses of JavaScript? What are the advantages and disadvantages of JavaScript, as well as an example. So we'll start with what is scripting language. A scripting language is basically a programming language that is interpreted. It is translated into a machine code when the code is run rather than beforehand. So scripting language are often used for short scripts over full computer programs. JavaScript, Python, Ruby are some of the examples of scripting language. So why do we use JavaScript? JavaScript has most popular use in web development, and it is one of the most powerful tool a developer can have in his tool belt. So developer use JavaScript in web development to add interactive and features to improve the user experience and to make the internet much more enjoyable. So JavaScript supports valuable skills such as object-oriented, functional, and imperative styles of programming. So beginner as well as developer in turn can apply these skills to create any new language they want to learn. So like Python, Java, and C++. So what is JavaScript? So JavaScript is dynamic computer programming language. It is lightweight and most commonly used as a part of web pages. So whose implementation allows client-side script to interact with user and to make dynamic pages. It is an interpreted programming language with object-oriented capabilities. So JavaScript is text-based programming language that you can use for server side as well as client side in your network applications. So basically, a JavaScript is interpreted. It is client side, event based, object oriented programming language, object oriented scripting language. So it was invented in 1995 at Netscape Corporation LiveScript. So we'll talk more about JavaScript. So JavaScript is most popular programming language that is primarily used for creating interactive dynamic elements on websites. So it is a versatile language that can be used both on client side in web browsers and on server side with the help of frameworks like Node.js. So some of the key points of JavaScript. It is client-side scripting. JavaScript is mainly used for client-side scripting, which means it runs on users' web browser. It allows you to manipulate both HTML and CSS of web page dynamically, enabling interactive and responsiveness. So syntax. JavaScript syntax is similar to other programming language like C and Java and C++. It uses semicolon to end statements and it uses curly braces to define the block of codes. So we have data types in JavaScript. So JavaScript has several built-in data types, including numbers, strings, boolean, array, objects, and more. And it also supports a dynamic typing, which means you do not need to explicitly declare the data type of variable. So JavaScript is not a Java. They're completely different types of languages, which happens to have similar names. So JavaScript, it is a programs are interpreted in the browser, whereas Java programs are compiled and run as a standalone application. So some of the common uses of JavaScript, it is used in form validation, page embezzlements, and special effects. So navigation systems, it is used in basic math calculation and dynamic content manipulation and sample applications. So some of the advantages of using JavaScript is it is simple. JavaScript is simple to comprehend and pick up. Both user as well as developer will find the structure to be straightforward. Additionally, it is very easy to implement, saving web developers a ton of money by creating dynamic content. So it has speed. JavaScript is interpreted language. It cuts down on time needed for compilation in other programming languages like Java. Another client-side script is JavaScript, which accelerates program execution by eliminating the wait time for server connections. So no matter where JavaScript is hosted, it always runs in client environment to reduce bandwidth usage and speed up executions. Interoperability, because JavaScript seemingly integrates with other programming language, many developers favor using it to create variety of applications. Any web page or a script of another programming language can contain it. So there are some of the disadvantages of using JavaScript. That is, it is very difficult to debug. Means it cannot debug. Although some HTML editors allows for debugging, they are not so effective as editors for C or C++. So additionally, the developer has a difficult time fighting out the issue because the browser does not display any errors. Unexpected stop of rendering. The website entire JavaScript code cannot stop rendering due to single error in the code. It appears to user as though a JavaScript is absent. So the browser, however, are very forgiving of these mistakes. So client-side security. So the user can see the JavaScript code. It could be misused by others. These actions might involve using the source code anonymously, or additionally, it is very simple to insert code into the website that repair the security of data transmitted via website. So this is the basic syntax of JavaScript. So we have doc type HTML, then we have HTML head, and which is continued with title. So head has a closing tag, head and body. So in the next slide, I'll explain you about this code. So we have an HTML document with heading H1 and a paragraph and a button. And initial text of the paragraph is hello JavaScript. So and inside the script tag, we define JavaScript function called a change text. So inside the script tag, we have the function change text, and this change text, the function is triggered when the button is clicked. So we have on click, that is change text. When the button is clicked, the function is executed. Within this function, we use a document dot get element by id method to select the paragraph element with the id of demo. We then update the inner HTML property of paragraph, changing the text to text changed. So inside the script, we have a function change text, and function change text, it usually the function is triggered when the button is clicked. So then within this function, we use document dot get element by id method, which selects the paragraph element with the id of demo. We then update the inner HTML property of the paragraph, changing the text to text changed. So when you open this HTML file in your web browser, you can see the heading, paragraph, and the button clicking, and the button will invoke the JavaScript function to change the text of the paragraph to text changed. So thank you for listening, and hope you have a great day.